really thing and technical knowledge. But if you read paragraph 55 of the Supreme Court decision, the Supreme Court judges said all this, in our view, points to a serious malaise in the governance of an institution entrusted one of the monumental tasks of midwifing our democracy, an institution that obviously needs far-reaching reforms. That was the Supreme Court, and you have said you agree with the Supreme Court. Prof, I want you to give a comment on whether you deem it to be a success story. The Electoral Commission of Mozambique that is picked through Parliament on the strength of political party representation with an input of civil society, after which they take oath of office to discharge their functions in a very professional manner. Would you, Prof, really have an objection to solve our problems? We also adopt a system that accommodates all the political heavyweights so that we have a confidence-building process in the management of an election. And then we can have the technical staff in our constituencies, our counties, dealing with issues of running and managing an election. I like your comment, taking Mozambique as one of the success stories where political parties pick the electoral commissioners. That's one. Number two, on the principle in the Constitution that an election should be very viable. Is there any problem if there was to be an audit of the servers just to confirm the results that were announced by Iebc as a way of complying with the Constitution? And then the final question on that paragraph that I've read, 55 of the Supreme Court decision. Would you support a reform of Iebc that includes the vetting of staff of the Commission in view of that finding of the Supreme Court? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Prof. You can take those ones.
Thank you very much for all of you, your kind remarks, especially His Excellency Dr. Kalonzo Musyoka, who has said very kind things about my tenure as the attorney. Those views may not be widely shared, but I treasure that compliment. Now, you asked me, sir, whether we should rethink the bicameral arrangement that is in this country. The truth again is the draft that we drew here in Bomas had the Senate as the upper house and the House and the National Assembly as the lower house. So we, the technicians, thought that that's how a bicameral legislature should work. It is the politicians who reversed the order. And in fact, it was very interesting because I remember people like